I'm Detective Zeller with the Sheriff's Office,
Yeah.
and I'll be coming and talk to you in just a few minutes.
Okay.
We do have a rule: we can't have cell phones in this room, so I'm gonna take that and put that around that desk out there. And as soon as we get done, we'll let you get it back. Okay? You need anything? Any water or anything?
Water would be fine.
Okay. Give me
Thank
just
you.
a minute, okay? Hey, Foster.
Hello.
Hi.
Once again, I'm Detective Zeller. That's my partner, Detective Shells.
Hello.
Hi.
Let's talk to you about what's going on today. Barbara, my partner's going to get some basic information from you, and then we'll start.
Okay.
Barbara, what's your last name?
All right, if you agree to allow us to do that, if you will sign right there. And we'll have your husband sign one also because your husband lives here. Does anybody else live there with you guys?
Just me and my husband.
Okay. How long you guys live there?
Oh, jeez. 2, maybe 3 years.
Where'd you guys live before that? Here in town or?
No. We live in Orange Park.
Okay. How long you guys been married?
That's a good question.
Long time?
Too long.
Too long. Okay. I was taking that. Y'all from Northeast Florida though? You from Orange Park or?
No, I'm originally from northern Indiana, up there around Terre Haute, Indianapolis, and he's from here.
Okay, is that how you ended up here was with him?
No, well, my kids was here,
Okay.
and I moved down here because they wanted me to be down here with them.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
Let's got 2.
So you have any grandkids?
Yes,
Okay. How many?
4.
4. Do you babysit any other kids or just
No,
you know his parents?
I know his dad. His
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure you have a relationship right. How long have you been a baby?
for about a month.
About a month. Did you know him before then? Or?
No,
What hours do you normally babysit?
it depends whether he brings them. Sometimes it's 7:30. Sometimes it's 7:40. Sometimes it's 8 o'clock. Just depends when he gets him over there to me.
Okay. So somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock is
Yeah.
that range. How long does he usually stay? When does he get picked up normally?
Depends on what they're doing, the type of work. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5.
Okay.
Just depends.
And does your husband work or
No,
he doesn't work?
he's on disability.
Okay. Is he home most days or?
No, biggest part of the time, yeah, he's home.
Okay. Did you babysit? Today is Tuesday, right?
Today's Tuesday,
It is
yes.
Tuesday. Did you babysit yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, all day?
No day.
How long did you babysit
He
yesterday?
he brought him at 7:30. I think he come down about 3:30.
About 3 or 3:30. Was he, how was he acting yesterday?
He was fussy, had a fever. He was congested.
Okay.
And I put some warm clothes on him because he was cold.
Yeah. How long has he been sick?
I really can't tell you.
Was it the first time you noticed he's sick? Was yesterday or
No, they told me he was sick
when did they tell you that?
last week.
Did you babysit him last week also?
Yeah,
Okay. Did you see him sick last week or?
he was sick when they brought him to me. He said he was congested, sneezing, pulling on his ears, and
Well,
he's teething, so he does a lot of crying.
Okay. Pre-crying baby?
Yeah, he cries a lot because his gums hurting.
Yeah. When did, what all days did you babysit last week?
Let's see, they took a couple of days off last week because he was really sick. They wanted to stay home because his temperature was up.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep an eye on him all day.
Yeah.
And he was still sick when he came back the next day.
What days were that? Do you remember?
Last week,
Mm-hmm.
they brought him back Thursday because I had a doctor's appointment Friday.
So you didn't have him Friday?
No.
So he was sick at least on Thursday. And when did you first notice he was sick last week?
I knew something was wrong with him because he was kind of sneezing, nose running, and crying all the time.
Okay.
I thought maybe it just was his teeth.
Yeah.
The babies do get sick with teething.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty common. Yesterday, you said he was sick yesterday too. How sick was he, you think?
He was pretty sick.
Did you check his temperature yesterday?
Yeah. His temperature was 99.8 all day long.
Okay. And you said he had congestion both nasal and chest, or was it?
His nose, and you can hear it down here.
Okay, you hear a little rattling in his chest. Yeah. Okay. And you said, what were the hours yesterday again? From
7:30 to 3.
3:30 or 3.
Something around 3:30.
And what time did he come back this morning?
About 7:30.
About 7:30. You babysit by the hour. They pay by the hour. They pay by week.
They pay me weekly.
Okay, just like a set fee.
Yeah.
Okay. How much do they pay you per week?
$75 a week.
Okay. So he drops him off about 7:30 this morning. What did you notice this morning? Just kind of take me through.
I kind of noticed there was something wrong with him. I thought maybe it was just me, you know. So I really didn't think anything about it. So later on today.
Did he eat it all today?
He ate a little bit today.
What time did you give him this first? Does he eat a bottle or does he eat cereal?
He takes a bottle with cereal in it.
Okay.
Then I feed him his other meals.
What kind of other meals does he eat?
He's pudding, yogurt, you know, stuff like that. Soft.
Okay. What time did he have the first bottle with you today?
To be honest, we really didn't look.
You about?
I'd say 9.
Yeah, and I'm about to say it. Yeah, I know it's tough to know the exact time. So about 9 o'clock, he had a bottle. Did he eat normal amount or normal amount? Did he eat any pudding or anything at that time, or just a bottle of cereal?
Pudding.
How much formula? Is it formula that he has?
Yeah.
How much formula and cereal did he have?
A bottle.
A bottle. What's a bottle? Like 9 ounces, 10 ounces?
I'm not sure. I think they're 10. If I'm not mistaken.
It's almost all the way full bottle.
Yeah.
And he drank all that.
Pretty much all of it. Maybe he'll drink maybe 3/4 of it.
Okay.
Take a nap. Then he'll get back up, eat some more, and drink some more milk.
Mm-hmm. And then you said he ate some pudding or something at that time too?
Yeah.
When would he have ate again?
When he got up from his nap.
Is that kind of normal? That's about his normal routine. He comes in, he gets a bottle at 9, takes a nap. When did he wake up from that nap? Do you remember about?
Let's see, I'm trying to think what was on. One of my game shows was on. Price was Right.
Price is Right's on. Price is Right's on at 11 o'clock.
No, sorry.
Price is Right on 11.
Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal. I don't know what time now.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, okay.
Well, I watch them regular.
Okay. So about 10 o'clock, so he only slept for about an hour, less than an hour?
Yeah, something like that. Sometimes a little longer.
Okay.
And he'd cry.
Crying all day?
All day. There's nothing I could have done to please him, to, entertain him.
Okay. So then what happens from there? Just as much detail as you can remember.
So
he has that, wakes up at 10, and then what does he do at 10? He's crying?
Crying. I put him in I got him one of them little music rockers that rocks back and forth, plays some music. They had little buttons.
Oh, it has buttons? Okay.
He lay there for a while, cooing, talking, and, normal baby.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that, so I tried the walker.
Okay.
And he played there for a few minutes. And he didn't want to be in there, so I took him out, tried to feed him, give him another bottle. Mm-hmm. He didn't want that. So I checked to make sure if he was wet or had a poopy diaper or something. Well, nothing wrong with him. He was fine all day long.
Okay.
I just worried about his little congestion.
Yeah. So then what happens next?
Then I laid him down again. It's about 12 maybe, something like that. He didn't want to sleep. He just cried and cried and cried. Mm-hmm. So I picked him up, held him, rocked him. Try a bottle again. Try to feed him again. Mm-hmm. And you know what I did was push how they push the bottle out with their mouth? Mm-hmm. He just cried and cried and cried. I gave stuff for his teeth, or his gums.
Mm-hmm. What'd you give him for that? What's that?
What kind of little tablet they got down for babies. Real little. White tablet.
Yeah.
It says for
Is that something that the mom gave you? Mom and dad gave you? Okay.
They always got something in there for me.
Okay. So then what happens next?
I said he wasn't going to go to sleep, so I rockled him. I tried all over again. He wasn't going to do it. But he acted like he was tired. He was going like this here.
Rubbing his eyes.
And crying. I said, well, I'll lay him down. You know how babies do when they cry hard, like that? That's what he was doing. And I started cooking. And I hear nothing. I said, well, okay, he's asleep. So I waited a few minutes, went back over, and I thought I'd do like this. I said, and no response. So I took it and I shook him again. I said, how hard again? Nothing. You know how their eyes are halfway open? I thought, he sleeps like that sometimes. I thought, well, he's just sleeping. And I hollered at him again. I picked him up. He just limper. I thought, well, maybe I picked him up wrong. So I picked him up, hold him like I always did, for my chest. Kept talking to him, kept hollering. Kept shaking his legs, his arms, you know, and he would respond. So it scared me. So I laid him down. I got my next door neighbor.
Where'd you lay him down at?
On the chair.
Okay.
Like a baby, you know, just
like
laid him down.
What kind of chair? Like a recliner?
It was a recliner.
Okay.
And I hollered at him again. He didn't respond. I said, oh my God, something's wrong. What'd I do? So I ran over to my next door neighbor. She come flying over there. We were doing CPR. So I called rescue.
How'd y'all do CPR?
They told her to do compressions like this here on him and
Blowing
like
full
his
hands
mouth.
or fingers or?
They told her to do this here.
Okay.
Kept doing this here.
Yeah.
Kept blowing in his mouth.
Was she doing that or you doing that?
She was doing that.
Okay.
And I was trying. It scared the hell out of me. I was screaming, crying.
Yeah.
I remember, what the hell happened here? What's going on? He was just fine 2-3 hours ago.
Yeah.
He was laughing, eating, playing, cooling, you know? I was like, you know, what the hell happened here?
Okay. So did
The
then the rescue comes and takes him? Okay.
She had him laid down. When she turned him to the side, a whole bunch of mucus came rolling out of his mouth. A bunch.
Yeah.
And my floor was wet.
Like throw up?
Yeah.
Okay. Where out on the floor is that?
The carpet there in the living room.
Yeah.
I got a coffee table here. I got another recliner there. Then I got a TV there. A couch over here.
What furniture is it nearest?
It was near the coffee table.
Near the coffee table, and what would it be between the coffee table and
his little chair, his little walker.
The baby's walker. Okay, so it's going to be between the coffee table and the walker.
The coffee table and the walker, and like I said, there was another chair there, recliner.
Okay,
but he's more closer to the.
And it was enough that it like made the floor wet.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was after the CPR. She turned him one side. And that's
yeah,
when
and then when he came up.
Did he ever start breathing at all that you're aware of?
No.
Okay.
No.
Was he cold to the touch? Was he stiff?
I didn't touch him. She did.
No, when you picked him up.
He was like I said, limper.
Real limp. Was he warm at all or cold?
Clammy.
Clammy. Was the color off or?
No, he was all pale.
Real pale. All right.
But maybe it was just me when I first got down there.
Was your husband home today?
No.
No. What time did he leave?
He's got a part-time job on the side.
Okay. What time did he leave?
He left about 6:30.
So he was left before the baby.
He left long before the baby.
What does he work doing this part-time thing in?
Eagles. They're on Lanes Avenue. Eagles Glass. On Lanes Avenue.
What is that?
It's a glass company.
Oh, glass.
Called
okay.
Eagles.
Okay. I got you. I thought you said class. Okay.
No.
I got you.
Well, I got it just like teeth.
No worries. I just
I
misunderstood.
hate them things. They keep me keep falling out.
Yeah.
Keep me from talking right.
So he leaves at 6:45. Was anybody else there today?
Just me and the baby and my little dog.
What kind of dog do you have?
I got a Jack Russell and a Yorkie.
Yorkie. How big is it? How big
It's
is
not
that
very
dog?
big. She's not very big.
Yorkies are real small, right?
She's not small. She's not big.
She's not one of the little miniature ones.
Oh, no, no, no,
Little
no,
teacup
no.
ones.
No.
Okay. About how much you think she weighs?
30 pounds probably.
Okay. Decent sized dog.
She eats
Yeah.
just like we do.
Yeah. She an older dog or a young dog?
She's young dog. She's only 2 years old.
Okay. How about the Jack Russell?
But it's mixed.
Oh,
It's all
I thought you
one
said you
dog.
had 2 dogs.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay,
It's
so you
all
got a Jack
one
Russell.
dog.
Oh, okay. You got
Mixed
Jack
with
Russell
Yorkie.
mixed. Okay. I'm not here.
Sorry.
No, that's probably me. How is that dog? Is the dog pretty hyper or just
No, she's cool.
she stay away from the baby?
She gives her kisses every morning.
But doesn't jump
And the
on
baby
her?
takes his little hands, touch his hair and its ears.
Does she ever jump on the baby at all?
Oh no. Oh no.
Did the baby fall today at all, or anything
No.
happen? Would there be any kind of injury?
No. No, it wouldn't hurt a baby.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying you would, but sometimes
No.
accidents happen.
You know, accidents do happen. I gotta watch this one arm here because sometimes it gives out
Yeah.
and I can't feel nothing.
Yeah.
But I used this hand a lot. I was touching him, holding him up. If this arm don't work, I grab this one.
Okay.
I always got hold of him.
Yeah. But there was no accidents today?
No,
Nothing happened that would have caused
No.
any injuries?
no.
Okay.
I was just concerned about the congestion.
Well,
that was all.
Yeah, and that's what we were concerned about at first too. But he went to UF Health over there on H Street,
Yeah.
and they did a CAT scan, and he has a brain injury.
A brain injury?
He has a skull injury. Okay. So that's what we got to figure out how that happened.
I don't know how that happened.
And that's why I'm asking you: is there any accidents today?
You know, I play with him, toss him up in the air,
Is there any chance you dropped him today on accident?
No.
Because now, because here's the thing. Obviously, you know what we do,
Yeah.
and we're very good at what we do.
Yeah,
And
that's
those
all.
doctors are excellent at shins. I know people talk about shins, but if you're hurt real bad, that's the place to go.
No, I can agree with Chance. They do take good care
If you're
of
hurt
you.
real bad, that's where you need to go because it's a trauma unit. And the doctors there are telling us that the baby has a skull fracture. Okay. Now, a skull fracture is something that, if that would have happened over the weekend or this morning before you had him, it would have been pretty obvious because the baby would not have been cooing or laughing or any of that. Okay. So something happened at your house today. Okay. And that's what we got to figure out what happened. Okay. And I know sometimes these things are hard to talk about, but the truth always comes out. Okay. And I would much rather hear it from you than to hear it from somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So if something happened today, now's the time to tell me and be 100% truthful. Okay. Because even if you try and say it's one thing, the doctor's going to be able to tell how it happened. These doctors are good, okay, and they have all the best equipment, okay, and that baby's in a bad way. In fact, it's being transferred right now to Wilson's NICU, which is...
What's that?
That is the baby. It's the baby intensive care unit, which is... They're in better chance. Our UF Health. Sorry, the name's changed a couple times. And they have even better equipment, and they maybe even be able to tell us a little bit more about how this may have happened, okay? And that's why I need you to be 100% honest with me, okay? What happened today?
Like I said, well, if I told you what happened, I put him down on the
How did
chair.
How did the baby's head get hurt?
I don't know. That's what's got me...
And that's why I was asking you things like, was there anybody else there? So besides just you and him there, and you're watching, so you would have known if something happened. And you even said it at 10 o'clock, he's awake and he's moving.
Yeah,
and then
he's crying.
This afternoon he has a traumatic brain injury. So something happens between the time he gets there and this afternoon, and that's what we got to figure out. Okay? And I can promise you that if you lie to me, it's not going to be good for you. Okay? If something happened and you can explain it, now's the time to explain it. Not have the doctors explain it to me, and then it looks like you're holding stuff back and you hurt this baby on purpose.
I've never hurt a baby on purpose.
And I believe that, okay? And I believe that, okay? You're a grandma, you got kids, you've raised kids, and presumably had no problems with any of that,
No.
okay? But something happened today that you're not being honest about, okay? I've sat across from many, many people, okay? And I'm not saying you're a bad person, but I do feel that you're holding something back because you're scared, okay? And now's the time to tell me what that is. Okay, because I don't think you're a bad person right now, but if it continues to go this way, I may change.
Right, I understand that.
Okay? What happened today? And I need to know what happened to the baby's head.
I wish I know. I did my
Like I said, Barbara, this is the thing that the doctors are going to be able to tell us what exactly happened to that baby, okay? So they're going to be able to tell me.
right.
I know the baby was being really fussy today, and I know that can be frustrating because, listen, I have kids of my own. I have two, okay? And I know sometimes that kids can be really frustrating when they're crying and they're teething, and I understand that parents and babysitters sometimes get frustrated and things happen, okay? But you have to explain that to me, and it has to be believable, okay? Here is not going to fracture that baby's skull, okay? What happened?
The root I was fractured.
What's that, sweetie?
They can believe that the skull
The baby's skull is fractured, okay? And you need to tell me how that happened. And I understand you're scared, but trust me, lying to me is not going to help. I want to know. Listen, I do this for a living, okay? I talk to people for a living. I know when they're holding something back, okay? And I'm not saying you're a bad person because you're holding something back. I think you're scared, because I'd be scared if I was sitting in that chair too. Okay?
Yeah, I'm terrified.
I understand. I would be too. I mean, something terrible happened today, but lying to me is not going to help you, okay? Describe to me how that happens. And remember, be completely honest because we're going to know. Okay, if there's anything more you need to tell me. Don't hold back. Describe it to me with every detail. She's going to go get a doll and it'll help us so I understand what you're saying. Because I don't want to put words in your mouth, and I want you to be able to describe it a little better, and we have a doll that'll help do that. Okay? And like I said, be honest with me, because I won't know. Okay?
I'm not going to go to jail.
I don't know about that. I don't know what happened. And you may. I'm not going to lie to you. One thing I won't do sitting here is I won't lie to you. Okay? But we need to know what happened to that baby for two reasons, okay? Baby's not dead yet, okay? Baby's still alive. And what you tell us may help that baby, because it may help them treat that baby, okay? And that's another reason I need you to be 100% honest, okay?
Okay.
All right? Well, while we're waiting for her, just kind of go through it, then you can kind of demonstrate with the baby when she gets back in.
Thanks, Dan.
You need to be very clear about what happened, okay? And don't lie to me, okay?
I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, well, because you have already.
Yeah,
All
but
right?
I was scared.
And I understand, but I don't want you to continue to do that, okay? We can start over again, okay? I don't think that, listen, we don't know for sure yet, but I don't think that's going to cause a skull fracture.
I saw the x-rays and the CAT scan. His entire skull is split open in 3 different directions. There's no way.
There's no way this
that it occurred.
Kids get dropped from this to here quite frequently, and that doesn't cause a skull fracture. Might have a headache, maybe a concussion, but that doesn't cause a skull fracture.
That's when I really freaked out.
Yeah. Then what'd you do?
I tried to wake him up.
He was still making that
Shook
coughing
him,
noise.
it's his hands, his feet, shook his belly. He kept hollering his name. He wasn't responding, so I picked him up, kept talking to him. I mean, just what he had in his throat or whatever. He got it out. He was fine. That's when I laid him down on the chair after I seen there was something wrong. That's when I went across the road, got my neighbor
Was he
lady.
breathing at that point?
Huh?
Was he breathing then when you laid him in the chair?
But when I picked him up and I found out he wasn't breathing.
So then he's not breathing. Okay, so he's not breathing
No.
at that point. Okay.
But he wasn't doing nothing.
Then you go find the lady and she comes over
Yeah.
and she does CPR.
And she got him off the chair and put him down on the floor.
Yeah.
Started doing this here. I started breathing in his mouth.
Now that pack and play, does it have a cushion at the bottom of it, or what is it? What's the
I
bottom
don't
of it
think
like?
it's soft. I don't think those cushions are soft.
It's not soft. Okay.
Not this one I had.
Okay. Like I said, obviously the doctors aren't done yet, but I can tell you from experience. Not into a pack and play. That's a pretty significant injury for a baby skull to get fractured. Okay, so I still think you're trying to minimize what happened. Okay, because I can tell you, even on this hard concrete floor right here, if I dropped a child and your waist is a little lower than mine from here to here, that ain't fracturing a skull. Okay, fracturing a skull even on this has got to be that. Okay? And that's not a pack and play, this is a hard floor. Okay? So I've tried to be as understanding as I can, okay? And I do understand that you're scared, okay, but what I don't like to do is I don't like to be continued to be lied to. Okay? Alright? You need to tell me what happened. Alright? That baby's over there struggling in a hospital right now. Okay, and you're still holding back because you're scared for you. Okay, we need to be worried about that baby. All right, I'm gonna give you one more opportunity to tell me what happened. Okay, and then I'm gonna let the doctors tell me what happened. And then you're gonna look like a monster for sitting in here lying to me. What happened to that baby?
I don't want to be a monster.
What's that? Well, then tell me what happened to that baby, because that is not what happened to that baby. Tell me what happened to that baby. And this is one last chance, because I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth. What happened to the baby? Tell me what happened to that baby. I know it's hard, Barbara, but we need to know what happened to that baby so we can help it. What did you hit that baby's head on? Barbara, look at me. What happened?
Yeah. There's actually a dent beside where the fracture is.
A dent?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like an
More
intentional hit.
consistent with than a. Okay? So again, I'm a mother. I understand getting frustrated. Okay? My child had earache after earache after earache and cried and cried and cried, and nothing would work to make that baby stop crying. So I have been where you are, okay? Being frustrated and trying to get that baby to be quiet, okay? I understand that you got frustrated. again, did not crack that baby's skull almost completely from the back of his head to his forehead in 3 different directions, nor did it cause a dent beside that fracture. Okay? So, my partner already told you.
Last chance.
Last chance. You've got to show us exactly, because you understand that that baby may not make it. Okay? He's in critical condition in ICU. He may not make it.
And what you tell us may help us.
We need to let the doctors know exactly what happened to him so they can help save his life. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Do you want to save his life?
Yes, I want to save his life.
So show us exactly what you did to that child. Babies' skulls are
normally
actually soft.
They don't fracture. A lot of times they just dent.
Yeah. They're actually extremely hard to fracture.
Because they're a soft skull. It's not a fully formed skull like ours. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and debate with you. This is going to be my last opportunity to you to show me what happened. Okay? Show me what happened. And then I'm going to walk out that door and I'm going to call these doctors and I'm going to find out whether you're telling me the truth or not. Okay? Show me what happens.
And what you show him needs to be consistent with what caused that dent in the back of that baby's head.
Because I'm going to know. Okay? I'm going to find out.
Because we're going to know.
It's just a matter of whether you told us the truth and tried to help this baby, or you sat in here and lied to us and tried to protect yourself instead of helping that baby.
No, I want the baby to make it.
Just show me what happens. Like I said, I was going to give you one more opportunity, so you may be telling me the truth, but if you're lying to me, I'm going to know, okay? And if for whatever reason you sit here and you decide that something else happened, let's get out here so we can go tell these doctors. If there's anything else you need to tell us, like maybe if something else happened too,
no,
knock on that door.
I can understand that.
Okay. Give us just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Barbara, you okay?
Yeah.
As good as we expected. Hey, just real quick, you said you've been babysitting how long?
About a month.
About a month?
Maybe a little longer.
Maybe somewhere between a month and 2 months?
I'd say something pretty close to that.
Okay. And how are you related to the baby? You're related?
To know him.
Gotcha. How long have you known him?
Probably about as long as I knew his brother. That's a long time.
Long time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, we got some pictures from out there, and I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. Is this the pack and play you were talking about? And the picture I'm showing you on the right, there's a blanket and then a blanket hanging over. Is that how it would have looked?
Yeah.
That's how it looked today,
yeah.
Before the baby was placed in. And then that's it without the.
That's it without it.
Without the blankets. Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Yeah.
Did you call anybody else?
No.
And let them know what was going on?
I found out what was going on. Then I called the baby's daddy.
Yeah.
Because he was at work.
Yeah.
And told him what was going on. I was having a problem with my phone.
Did you ever get hold of your husband at all? Or?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. He was at work.
Okay. Did you get hold of him or did?
No, I haven't got hold of him yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, he knows. I mean, we've talked to him. I just wanted to make sure. The form I'm going to show you right now, it's a consent to search your phone. It's basically so we can download your phone and make sure what you're telling us is the truth. And I just had a couple follow-up questions. Joe, we went out and talked to mom and dad, and we talked to your husband. Did you and your husband get in an argument last night or this morning? You were a little stressed out about it or something? You remember remember any.
I got an argument with him one night over something stupid.
Have you been stressed about that, or has it been bothering you, or?
That's been, my son's locked up. Okay?
Oh, okay.
He's doing time.
Okay.
And that put a lot of stress on me.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of him, sending him stuff.
Okay. Where's he locked up here or somewhere else?
No, he's in Crawfordville, Florida.
Okay.
In a correction facility there.
Okay. Did you get arrested here, or did you get arrested somewhere
He got
else?
arrested in Green Call.
Okay. Green Coat Springs.
No, he was living with me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought him down here. And they kept him here until Clay come and got him.
Oh, okay.
He went to court, da-da-da-da-da-da.
And now he's ultimately ended up out there.
He's out there for 4 years.
Okay. What you were telling us earlier about the baby having some congestion, is that true, or has he just been teething?
No, he does. Like
Does have some
my
congestion?
friend that came over there,
Mm-hmm.
it said she could feel it and hear him when she was getting
When
him
she was
out
getting
the
out
mouth. Yeah.
Did you notice it before that, or?
I said something to her. I said, I think he's got a cold, or maybe just because he's teething, maybe he sounds like it. She says, no.
I mean before, like not while this was happening.
Oh,
but
no.
Like this morning, nothing was going on until after he got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. When we were talking earlier, and you talked, because we're concerned about an injury that is frequent with a baby that's been shaken. It's one of the doctors is right there looking at it. Are you sure there was no shaking? He just kept crying and crying and crying and crying. And
I rubbed his back. I sang to him. I rockled him. I did everything.
You did everything you could, and nothing was working, and you were getting frustrated.
Yeah, and I had a lot of stuff on my mind, but that still didn't give me the right to do that.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
What did you? What if you had? What was the?
It's just like not long. He started crying.
Started crying again.
Yeah.
And how long did he cry that second time?
I wish I would have timed it.
How long do you think? An hour, 2 hours?
Oh no, not
20
up to
minutes, 30
2
minutes?
hours. Not up to 20 minutes. Probably. I'm gonna say 5, maybe.
Maybe 5 minutes. And then
If it was even then.
And then what did? How long from then until you picked him up?
It was a few minutes because I went back over to check on my dinner.
Yeah.
That's why I heard that.
So all this happened pretty fast. I mean, for the time you end up ultimately picking him up, you're talking 20 minutes max, 20, 30 minutes. Does that sound right? I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know.
No, you're pretty close.
Okay. And like I said, nobody expects you to be down to the minute. I mean, we're estimating the times here. But so what you told us earlier wasn't true then. He didn't cry for an hour. Right? Because that's what you told us earlier. You told us that he cried for like 10 minutes, and then he quit crying, and then he started crying again for a long time, like an hour. And then after that, he started making that funny noise, like the noise. Am I right?
Yep. Yep. And she went out and hung some clothes on the line. Come back, checked on her dinner. He was crying all day. You put him in a rocker and a swing. You put him in a walker. You tried to feed him several times and he wouldn't eat.
And that's all before.
That was all before. So I gave him a bottle. He wouldn't take it.
You laid him down and you started cooking. Started yelling at him.
He's probably, it should be towards the end of
Yeah. You said he was still crying, so you left him there for about 20 minutes. He stopped crying, then started again. You went outside, hung clothes up, come back in, the victim was still crying. So you left him there again, and then you started hearing him make noises.
Yeah.
How many clothes did you hang up? That might give
It
us
was about 1, 2, probably 3 lines.
3 lines, and you hang them with clothes hangers.
No, I didn't get a clothes hanger. I just throw them over the line.
How long do you think it takes you to hang those 3 lines?
I don't really know. Really don't. I just throw them up there as fast as I can.
Okay.
And how far from your house is the clothesline?
It's just out the back door,
Okay.
in the backyard.
Did you have your door open or closed?
I had it open.
Could you still hear him crying?
No.
Had he stopped crying, or?
I thought he stopped crying.
Okay.
And then I guess he still was. I just couldn't hear him out to the clothesline if he was.
Okay.
But I always left my door open if I got my dog out there with me.
Okay.
Have you ever had any issues like this before? Anything ever happened with a child where you got frustrated? Never before.
I walked away.
You walked away the other times?
When he was doing that, I went outside, I counted.
Was that today?
And took some deep breaths.
Was that today or is that other times?
There's another time.
How many times do you think that happened where you have to walk away?
Quite a few times.
Quite a few.
Because I felt it building up.
Pretty difficult baby.
Yeah, he is.
Is he much more difficult than the other children you've watched or you've been around?
Yeah. But other than that, when he's like, but he's a good baby, he really is.
Yeah, until he starts crying.
Until he starts crying.
And then it gets real frustrating.
Yeah, but that he's a really good baby.
And just to go back from here, I think we're clear. There's nobody else there with you all day today. It's just you and him and the dog, correct?
Yeah, till later on,
until your neighbor came over to help out.
Yeah, till my neighbor came over and she stayed there with me.
Yeah. Where does Dad work?
Where we live, he drives there to work, and he gets in another big glass truck, big old van.
He goes and makes
toilets. And they goes out there and put in windows, take windows out, build shelves, frames, or whatever.
Okay.
They have to do doors, windows, doors and windows. They set frames.
Did you ever visually just check him at all, or no? She just kind of walked away after that.
I just kind of walked away. I guess just to see or listen.
Yeah.
It really took this really hard.
Yeah.
I just have one more question. Why didn't you call the parents or someone else to come help you or to come pick him up if he was frustrating you? Prior to come get him?
That's a good question.
Why? It's just,
why didn't I?
Yeah. Do you know why you didn't?
Know. I guess I didn't think about it because I was trying to keep him quiet, and I was upset and frustrated on top of that.
Yeah. Do you feel like
and that was
I'm good.
How tall are you?
5'7". I think I shrunk.
How much do you weigh?
That's not weigh myself. I was 182.
What's your social security number? All right, you said you're disabled, correct?
Yes.
What's your disability?
Just go to the mind, can't do stuff on my own. That's why my husband's my payee to help me do what I have to do, so I totally understand.
What were you actually diagnosed with for disability? Because you would have had to have been diagnosed with something.
Yeah, but I can't think what they called it. It has something to do with the retiredness of the mind.
Okay.
Well, I freaked out when they told me that. I go, well, what do you mean retardedness of the mind? What the hell are you talking about? It runs in the family, but I'm the one that got it.
Yeah.
Some kind of illness.
Oh, okay. Do you when's the last time you had a job?
Oh, geez, that was back in 2001 or two.
What kind of jobs did you have back then?
I worked at McDonald's, Hardee's, Famous Amos,
Did you
barbecue.
cook or cashier? Or?
I worked in the kitchen
Okay.
and bus tables, mop floors, all that good stuff.
Okay. All right. Where'd you go to school at? You went to school up in Indiana?
Indiana, I went to Montgomery can't think of the name of the school.
You said you finished 10th grade, or you
Almost.
almost finished 10th grade?
I think I told you almost halfway.
Okay. Why'd you drop out?
My dad needed me on the farm.
Okay. How'd you feel about school?
Didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Did you have a hard time with it, or you just... Okay.
I got really, really upset in class. I was at the principal office more than I was in class because I couldn't understand what they were trying to tell me of a problem. I just lost them. I didn't lash out nobody. I just lost it.
Just kind of shut down.
Just shut down and just talk to my body.
Okay. All right.
I have one more question real fast. Your disability, has it ever affected your ability to determine right from wrong?
No.
Okay. So you wouldn't say that your disability gives you the inability to say what's correct and what's right and what's illegal and what's not?
Right. Sometimes I gotta stop and think.
Okay. But that's more on a technical term, like understanding something, but not understanding right from wrong. Okay, so you have a full understanding of that.
Yeah, sometimes I gotta question myself on it.
Okay.
Now, is this right? Is this not? Is this right? Is this wrong?
But ultimately, you know.
Yeah, I gotta question myself.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, later. Walk next door. You'll start it and then you'll turn around. You hold that side for me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Will you hand it back to me now? No, that's too tight.
It's not. It's tight snore.
That's fine.